suicide.
Police say a 15-year-old girl was found in pieces in the trunk of singer David's car.
Imagine scrolling your feed and seeing your favorite rising star linked to the most chilling Hollywood crime scene in years. A 15-year-old girl, a Tesla with Texas plates, and a singer whose career was exploding until everything screeched to a halt. This is the David Tesla case, and we're about to unpack 5 disturbing new details, plus the secret history behind this headline. Buckle up, because once you hear this story, you won't be able to stop thinking about it. On the night of September 8th, workers at a Hollywood tow yard reported a foul odor coming from an impounded Tesla Cybertruck. When LAPD arrived and popped open the front trunk, they found human remains. The victim was later identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who had been missing from Riverside County since April 2024. One eerie clue was a tiny tattoo on her finger, a detail that online sleuths immediately compared to a similar tattoo seen on David's hand in older photos. That visual parallel alone sent social media spiraling into speculation about their connection. What makes this discovery even more dramatic is the timing. The vehicle had been abandoned for days in the Hollywood Hills before being towed to the yard. In the LA heat, evidence deteriorates fast, so every hour lost is crucial to investigators. Viewers following this story couldn't help but wonder, with a match and tattoos and a car registered to the artist, was this a grim coincidence or something far more sinister? David Anthony Burke, better known as David, is a Houston-born singer who blew up on TikTok in 2021 with the moody bedroom pop hit Romantic Homicide at just 19. He was hailed as Gen Z's new dark pop poet, weaving heartbreak and eerie imagery into songs that dominated teen playlists. Brands lined up for collaborations, from fashion houses to shoe deals. While his alter ego Itami, often pictured in blood-spattered visuals, became a kind of anti-hero mascot for his fans, this fast-rising fame makes the case even more compelling. Fans who once saw him as an underdog now struggle to reconcile the persona with the headlines. In interviews, he described his lyrics as figurative, but that hasn't stopped TikTok detectives from combing through old clips, live streams, and unreleased tracks for clues. It's a cautionary tale of how quickly a viral star can go from celebrated to scrutinized within days of the Tesla discovery. The music industry went into damage control. US shows in San Francisco and Los Angeles were canceled. 9 European tour stops quietly vanished from Ticketmaster. A Grammy Museum appearance in Los Angeles disappeared from the venue's website. His label paused promotion on his upcoming deluxe album and removed him from ongoing ad campaigns, including a Hollister X Crocs rollout he had just launched. This reaction isn't unique. We've seen Travis Scott lose festival bookings after Astroworld and DaBaby vanish from lineups after public backlash. In each case, brands and venues calculated the risk of association and pulled back. Whether it's about optics or active coordination with law enforcement, the message is clear: when a scandal hits, the machine slams on the brakes. Then came the Hollywood Hills raid. Police executed a search warrant at a home David had been renting not far from where the Tesla was abandoned. They seized electronics and other evidence: laptops, hard drives, maybe even security footage. Forensics experts call this the digital DNA of a case. Every message, every location ping, every file can tell a story, even if it's been deleted. Think about how significant that is. A search warrant requires probable cause presented to a judge. That doesn't mean David is guilty, but it means investigators persuaded a court there was a reasonable chance evidence would be found there. When you see flashing lights and evidence bags, you know an investigation has crossed from rumor to serious legal action. The digital side of this case is where things get especially disturbing. Screenshots circulating online suggest Discord and Twitch interactions between Celeste and accounts linked to David dating back to 2022, when she would have been barely a teenager. A January 2024 livestream allegedly shows them together, chatting with fans months before she vanished. There's even talk of an unreleased track called Celeste Demo Unfin, which some claim was inspired by her. Digital forensics is slow but devastatingly thorough. Even deleted messages leave traces. Investigators can pull location data, IP addresses, and timestamps to reconstruct the timeline. And lyrics aren't confessions, but combined with posts, photos, and live streams, they can establish patterns. Remember how Yinwi Melly's Murder on My Mind became a flashpoint in his trial? This case has the same eerie overlap between art and reality, but we can't lose sight of Celeste herself. She had just turned 15 the day before she was found. Her family describes her as warm, creative, and full of life. She'd reportedly run away before, sometimes returning home weeks later. In one missing poster, she was last seen wearing Hello Kitty sandals, a tiny human detail that drives home how young she really was. There's also a viral TikTok of an unnamed teacher recounting that Celeste told classmates she met David online at 13, ran away with him, and disappeared again in 2024. Whether that video becomes evidence or not, it shows how much of this story unfolded in plain sight on social media. Even as adults try to warn others about online grooming, the David case isn't happening in a vacuum. Celebrity scandals involving minors or vulnerable fans have haunted the industry for decades, from R. Kelly's grooming accusations to the way stan culture can blind people to red flags. In this case, Discord moderators reportedly thought Celeste was 18 or 19, a belief that, if true, shows how misinformation and parasocial relationships can cloud judgment. This is also about the power of fandom. When a star builds a community around exclusivity, DMs, and private chats, boundaries blur. Fans feel like insiders. And when allegations surface, some go into denial while others become amateur sleuths. It's a reminder of how fame, youth culture, and technology create volatile situations. Meanwhile, LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division, an elite unit, is likely piecing together a massive puzzle. Expect them to cross-reference Tesla's built-in data logs, GPS pings, door-open records, and Bluetooth pairings with witness statements and surveillance footage. They'll use geofencing warrants around the Hollywood Hills and digital subpoenas to platforms like Discord and Twitch. The decomposition adds another challenge. In LA's late summer heat, remains deteriorate rapidly, making it harder to determine time and cause of death. That's why electronics are so vital. A phone ping or message timestamp can become the anchor point investigators need. And while reports say deputies responded to security alarms at David's Houston property, no search warrant has been executed. They're raising questions about what, if anything, was at that house. Could the Tesla have been used without David's knowledge? Is another person involved? Why dismemberment? Was it concealment or something more twisted? Investigators have to consider every possibility, but the simplest theory, the vehicle's owner is involved, still dominates public speculation. Until charges are filed, though, these remain questions, not answers. Then there's the business side. How do brands recover from associating with a star under this cloud? Do they quietly scrub the campaigns or issue public statements? Fans notice either way. We've seen careers implode overnight, but we've also seen improbable comebacks. This case could redefine how labels handle artist scandals in the streaming era. So here we are, a teenager dead, a Tesla linked to a pop star, a family grieving, a fandom reeling, and investigators working quietly behind the scenes. The 5 creepy details, the matching tattoos, the abandoned Tesla, the Hollywood Hills raid, the digital trail, and the canceled career form only the first layer of this story. The autopsy results, electronic forensics, and witness statements could reshape the case at any time. What do you think? Is this a tragic coincidence or a massive scandal waiting to explode? Drop your theories in the comments because we're reading everything. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll follow only verified updates so you're the first to know when the next chapter unfolds. And remember, as shocking as this story is, at the heart of it is a young life cut short.